Well, hello there. Welcome to another one of my stream classes. My name is Beth Gath, and I'm the Media Literacy Coordinator here at the Peabody Public Library. My information is listed here for you, so if you would need any further assistance in regards to this class or any of the other stream classes that I may be offering, please feel free to contact me and I will get back with you as soon as I can. Due to an overwhelming response of people that are coming in lately with their smartphones and wanting to know some quick, easy tips on some things, I figured this would be a great opportunity for me to offer a class that tells us a little bit more in detail about our smartphones and some tips that can help us get along. Most of the information that has come to us today has come to us from gcflearnfree.org, and I highly recommend them. If you haven't had an opportunity to check them out, please go to their website at www.gcflearnfree.org. They have fantastic videos, references, resources, worksheets, examples, and everything you can possibly think of. A lot of the information I get from them, so it would just make sense for me to refer them to you if you need further assistance when it comes to this. If you're a part of the Computer Class Pass Incentive Program, you're going to want to be listening for your secret code in this class. Get that secret code to me either by calling me, emailing me. You can come in and see me if you're in my local area and let me know you've taken the class, and I will get you marked down. And this just gets you on your way to prizes. Once you get 10 of these in, then you start winning things, and it becomes pretty beneficial and fun for you. So this class is going to be a little bit shorter than some of the other classes that have been offered to you, but I want to definitely get started on it. So welcome to Smartphone Mobile Tips. Here are some topics that we're going to be covering during class today. We're going to talk about understanding app permissions. Primarily what that is every time you go into your app store, whether you're using the Google Play Store, the Apple Store, your Microsoft Store, your Amazon Store, it doesn't really matter. Most of them all require you to give permission before you can download apps, use apps, and things along those lines. So we're going to look at a little video that talks to us about understanding app permissions. We're also going to look at 5 things you didn't know your smartphone possibly could do. Most of this is geared toward more of your common smartphones, but don't be discouraged. I'm sure that your smartphone would fall into play as well. GCF Learn Free has a really fun game called Name That Tune. So we're going to have just a short video about that. Sometimes when we're out and about and we hear a song, we don't know who the artist is, and some of us don't know that our smartphone can tell us that. So being able to scan documents with your smartphone, taking pictures of them, scanning them, being able to email them, that's pretty important features that your smartphone has available to you, and it would just make sense for us to kind of go over what some of those are. Being able to use your smartphone as an alarm clock. No more of those alarm clocks. You can just use the phone that you have right in your hand, and it'll get you to where you need to go on time. Hidden iOS or your Apple features, which we're going to go over iPhone tips and tricks. Your calendar app, being able to use your flashlight function, making a backlight for your iPhone, taking multiple pictures at once or with your earbuds, using your volume controls to take pictures, boost your sound with the cup, and you can also switch between ring and silent mode. Also, some people want to know how they can remove apps from their iPhone, so we're going to have a little bit of a demonstration along those lines as well. We're also going to talk about what Bluetooth is, some examples of what Bluetooth devices are, and when and how you would use Bluetooth. So this is what we're going to be covering over class today. We're going to start out with understanding app permissions.
You've probably noticed when you download a new app, you're asked to allow the app to do certain things on your phone. These are called app permissions, and some of them can sound pretty intrusive. When an app asks you to allow it to do things like edit your contacts or see your location, what exactly are you giving it permission to do? Fortunately, they aren't all as scary as they sound, but it is important to know how permissions work before you accept them for just any app. In this video, we'll take a look at a few of the most common app permissions for iOS and Android, what they mean, and how this information can help you decide which apps to download. modify contacts, or read contacts. Many apps ask for this, usually just to give you the ability to share content with friends. Apps like Twitter and Facebook, for example, use this to make it easy to import your contacts from your address book, so you can easily connect with friends. Phone status and identity. This permission sounds particularly sketchy, and a lot of apps will ask for it, but it's not as bad as it sounds. This permission allows the app to recognize when you're receiving a phone call. If you're using the app and get a phone call, this permission will pause the app and move it to the background so you can answer your phone. Approximate and precise location. If you're using an app to help you do things like navigate or tell you what restaurants are nearby, expect to see this in the permissions. Any map or GPS app will need this to read where you are to offer details about your location, so this permission is necessary for any apps in that category. That being said, if the function of an app has nothing to do with your location or what's around you, it has no business asking for this. Whenever you download an app, read through the permissions first before you accept them. But if the jargon of app permissions has still got you feeling a little unsure about which ones are okay to download, there's another quick way to decide. When you're searching for apps in the Google Play Store for Android or the App Store for the iPhone, look for apps in the Editor's Choice category. This category highlights the very best and most trustworthy apps available to download. Hi, I'm Lisa with GCFLearnFree.org. You know, sometimes I look at my phone and I think, I can't believe there was ever a time this was just used to make phone calls. Each new generation of cell phone is capable of doing more than the one before it, and there are new features and apps hitting the market on a daily basis. In this video, we'll take a look at 5 free apps you can start using today. Apps like Cam Scanner for iOS and Android allow you to turn almost anything you can take a picture of into a PDF. Keep digital copies of business cards, receipts, or other important documents. You can even share documents via email straight from your phone, or you can send documents to a landline fax machine. Heart monitor apps measure your heart rate and help you monitor your cardio workouts. And they're fun to try even if you're just curious to see how it works. Instant Heart Rate for iOS and Android uses your phone's camera to detect color changes in your index finger that are linked directly to your pulse. GPS apps like Family Locator from Life360 are helping give parents a little extra peace of mind. This app allows family members to stay in touch and let each other know when they've arrived safely at a destination. Users can view locations of family on a private map, chat one-on-one, and even track a lost or stolen phone. Practical apps like Bubble Level for iPhone and Android turn your smartphone into a convenient multi-tool. These use your phone's accelerometer, the same thing that rotates the view of your screen when you change the position of your phone, to detect how level a surface is. Just set your phone on or against the surface of any given object. And apps like Smart Measure for Android take the guesswork out of measuring. It uses trigonometry to measure distance, height, width, and area of a given object. All you have to do is point your phone's camera at what you want to measure and press the shutter like you're taking a picture. The Google Goggles app for Android gives you the ability to identify things like products, paintings, barcodes, famous landmarks, or popular images. Just take a picture, and if Google can match it to something in its database, it will provide you with relevant or useful information. So if it's been a while since you browsed for new apps, it might be time to ask yourself, am I getting the most out of my smartphone?
Hey guys, I'm Bill from GCFLearnFree.org, and today I just want to show you a cool thing that you might not know about your smartphone. Has this ever happened to you? You're out somewhere and you hear a song you really like, but you just have no idea what it is. Well, your phone may actually be able to tell you. For example, let's take the song we're listening to right now. Yeah, pretty good, right? But I have no idea what it is. If you have an iPhone, you can actually ask Siri to tell you what song is currently playing. Hey Siri, what song is this?
Listening. I can name that tune. I think it's Shangri-La by Yacht.
Yeah, alright, there we go. Now you can do the same with any Android phone that uses Google Now. You should just be able to say, "Okay Google, what song is this?" Now if you don't like searching this way, there are also apps like Shazam and SoundHound that can tell you the same thing. Let's take a look at how they work. To get started, just search for Shazam or SoundHound on your phone's app store. Once the app's installed, just open it whenever there's a song playing that you want to know more about. Tap the button, and there you go. Okay, that's all we've got. I hope this video has been helpful, and the next time you're trying to figure out what song is playing, try using your smartphone. Later.
In this section, I'm going to talk to you about how to scan documents using your smartphone. I know that one of the videos that we saw earlier kind of briefly showed us, but I kind of wanted to lay it out a little bit deeper. Have you ever needed a digital version of a paper document? For example, if you need to get a document to someone quickly, you might be able to email a digital copy instead of sending it through the mail or faxing it. Digital copies are also a great way to back up important documents in case the originals become lost or damaged. You may already have experienced creating digital copies with a desktop scanner, which is similar to a photocopier. However, many smartphones and tablets can actually capture high-quality scans of paper documents with their built-in cameras, which makes the process faster and more convenient than a traditional scanner. So the first thing you want to do is download a scanner app. Before you can scan a document with your smartphone, you'll need to download a separate mobile app to your device. These apps can convert text documents into PDF files, which is something most built-in camera apps can't do. There are many applications to choose from, but they all work in the same basic way. Some of the most popular scanner apps include Tiny Scanner, which is available through Android and iOS, and ProScanner, which is available through the iOS system. But you can also search your device's app store to find even more options. So in that first picture of download a scanner app, you're going to go into your app store, whether you have Google Play, whatever it is, and you're just going to type in scanner. Once you do that, then you would be able to download a free scanner app that's available to you. To scan a document with your phone, you want to place the document you want to scan on a flat surface like a desk or a table. Open the scanner app on your phone, then follow the instructions that appear. The exact process will depend on your phone, but you'll usually be required to place the device directly above the document, then use the device's camera to take a photo. The document will be saved as an image or PDF file on your device. You could then email the file to someone else, upload it to your computer, or simply save it on your device for your records. And it shows you that scanned document right there after it was done. Some mobile device scanning tips. Scanning documents on a mobile device is quick and easy, but the results aren't always as consistent as you might get with a desktop scanner. Here are a couple of tips to improve the overall quality of your mobile scans. Use bright, direct lighting on your document. Shadows and indirect light may cause certain parts of the document to be unreadable after scanning. Hold the device directly above the document to avoid distorting the scan. In the image that they've shown you on that very last image under Tips for Straight Scan, the phone is not directly above the document, so the app is requesting that we move it before scanning it, and that's what it's telling you to do. So there you go. Very simple how you can scan a document using your smartphone with your camera. If you need any more further assistance, just get a hold of me and I'll be more than happy to help you with that. So in this section, I'm going to talk to you about how to use your smartphone as an alarm clock. You may be familiar with the well-known features of a smartphone like texting and browsing the internet, but smartphones can do many of the same things as other devices, including alarm clocks. Most smartphones come with a clock app that includes programmable alarms and other features. And more alarm apps are available to download as well, which you can get those from your store. For the Android device, the built-in clock app can schedule one-time alarms and weekly repeating alarms. It's possible to create multiple alarms and turn them on and off individually. So we're going to actually use this interactive for an Android. And we're going to look at each one of these little tips they have. Each alarm clock can be customized further by changing the alarm clock sound, labeling the alarm, and setting it to repeat on certain days of the week. You would just tap the down arrow at the bottom right of the scheduled alarm to see these additional settings. So we're going to actually take a look at this. And right up here, these are your function icons. These icons represent the different functions on the clock app. You can tap the alarm icon on the left to view scheduled alarms. Here is more settings. The overflow menu contains more settings for the clock app. Scheduled alarm. Each scheduled alarm is listed with an overview of its settings. You can tap the alarm to change its scheduled time. Enable or disable. Individually enable or disable each scheduled alarm with the slider on the right. And that's this little doohickey there. More alarm settings. You can tap the down arrow to access more settings from each scheduled alarm. So that's what each one of these little arrows would be. And a new alarm. You can click this icon to schedule a new alarm. So if you wanted to schedule a new time, you would click on this and it would take you through the steps to do that. So if we look down here a little bit lower, let me get myself in line. These are some additional settings that are available through the alarm clock. So we're just going to kind of go through this like we did the other one. This is repeat. You can set the alarm to repeat on certain days every week. The section of the weekday is hidden if repeat is not checked. And then you've got your alarm ringtone. You can select any ringtone or a different sound to play for the alarm. You also have your vibrate mode. You can set your device to vibrate when the alarm begins. That way it doesn't make you jump out of bed because it's so loud. You also have a label. Here you can type a label for the alarm, whatever you're alerting yourself for. And to be able to delete. You'd click the trash icon to delete the alarm itself. So when you create a new alarm or tap an existing alarm to edit it, a screen with the clock face will appear, allowing you to set the time of the alarm. And that's what that was. Now we're going to kind of look at the iOS system. Let me get myself in order here. The iOS clock app has all the same features as Android clock app, but the interface is just a tad bit different. You can configure multiple alarms, schedule them to repeat weekly, and customize the alarm sound. So here's what that actually looks like. So we're going to take a look at the interactive, which is right here. Let me get myself in line. Just like so. All right. So we're going to click on the buttons in the interactive to show you more about how the iOS clock works a little. So right up here, you've got your edit alarm. To edit any of the settings of the scheduled alarm, tap the word edit and tap the alarm you want to edit. Here is where you're actually going to create those alarms. You can click this plus icon to schedule a new time. These are all your scheduled times. They'll be listed in an overview for you, and you can go into settings and change those around. You can enable or disable them by doing that little slider on the right. And these are your function icons down here at the bottom. You would tap the alarm icon to view the scheduled alarms. So when you create a new album or edit an existing one, the screen will list all of the available settings. So you can also use, and we're going to come down a little bit farther here. This has got the a rotary menu at the top to change the time of the alarm, or tap one of the options below to configure the settings. So you can see here, this would just spin, this would just spin, and then once you get it set the way you want, then you would just click on save, and that would save that for you. If you want more from your alarm clock app, there is a wide selection of apps available for any smartphone. Many are free, but some cost a few dollars. Some clock apps can play a song from your library instead of an alarm. Others can play a live news or weather report if you need extra motivation to get up. There are apps that make the alarm difficult to turn off. Some apps can even post to social media informing your friends you got up too late. So that's about the more features. So that's what this is, going in and finding more of those alarm clock features for yourself. So I hope this helps you out a little bit with being able to use your alarm clock and even setting times and things along those lines. In these next few slides, we're going to be talking about some iPhone tips and tricks, and I just wanted to make a few comments before we actually get going on to that. I've split it up into just little mini videos demonstrating what it is exactly they're trying to show you. So they should go simultaneously. So I will not be talking in the next couple of slides. You'll just have to look at the little mini videos that I've put in there for you just to kind of show you those tips and tricks. The flashlight does not have a audio clip to it, so I just wanted you to be aware of the fact that what they're doing is they're swiping up from the bottom on your iPhone, and one of the features on that quick access is your flashlight, so you would be able to push the flashlight and your light would come on, push it again, and it goes off. So I didn't want there to be any questions. Some of it has audio, some of it does not. It's just the way that it recorded. So again, if you have any questions or comments or concerns, you can definitely get in contact with me here at the library, and I'd be more than happy to assist you with that. This would be a really good time for us to do our secret code for our Computer ClassPass Incentive Program. So your secret code is, I'm learning my smartphone. Give me that secret code and you will be on your way to some prizes. I hope you enjoy some of these tips and tricks.
In the Calendar app, switch to Landscape View to view a full 5 days. To take pictures in burst mode, just hold down the shutter button. Did you know you can take a picture using volume buttons? Press up or down to take a photo.
Look at those dance moves. Look at those dance moves.
Toggle the button on the side of your phone to switch between ring and silent mode.
So now we're going to talk about removing apps from your iPhone. And keep in mind that even though you delete an app from your iPhone, even whether it's a paid app or it's just a free app, it never really goes away. And what I mean by that is, yeah, you can remove it from the phone itself, but the contents are always still there. So later on, if it's a paid app that you've paid for, if it gets accidentally deleted, it's linked to your account. So you would be able to go in, retype in that app, and re-download it for free, and it's not going to charge you again for that app, as well as the free apps. So if you're realizing that there's some apps that you're not using and you're deleting some of those as you go, you would be able to retrieve those at any time by just going to the App Store and re-downloading them. This works just as well for your Androids also. So if you go in and you buy something and you delete it and you go in and re-download it, you should not have to purchase it again. It's linked to your account. So I've got this broke up into 3 steps. The first thing you're going to do is press and hold one of the apps. It doesn't even have to be the one that you want to delete, just any of them. And what you'll notice when that happens is that it's going to shake. When they start shaking, an X is going to appear in the corner for the apps that are able to be removed. Some of the apps that have come on your phone, whether you're using them or not, are not removable, and that's because they're a part of your smartphone software. So certain apps, even though you're not using them and they're annoying you and they're sitting there and whatever, you're just not going to be able to get rid of them. And that's really a security for you, because if you start removing things that you're not sure the contents of, it could really mess up your phone, and I would hate to see you not be able to use it. So worst case scenario, you could just move it out of your way. And in order to move them, you're just going to long press it, and then you not letting go, you would just be able to move those apps around. A lot of times on your iPhone and your Android devices, they also allow you to create folders for them. So if you have a lot of apps that you're not using that are just kind of hanging out, you can combine them by stacking them on top of each other by doing a long hold, don't let go, and start stacking them on top of each other. This allows you to create a folder. But once you see this X after you are seeing the shaking going on, then you'd be able to click on that X and it's going to ask you, are you sure you want to delete this from your phone? And yes, you would just click delete and confirm that removal. Now again, keep in mind that you would be able to retrieve it at any time. Just because you removed it doesn't mean you can't get it back. You just go back to the App Store and you re-download it. So I hope this helps with removing apps, moving them around, and creating some folders for yourself to get organized. I can't tell you how many times I get questions. What is Bluetooth? What does it do? How can I use it? Do I have anything that's compatible with it? Bluetooth is a wireless radio technology that allows many different devices to connect to each other and work together. It was originally invented as an affordable wireless alternative to wired keyboards, headphones, speakers, and other peripherals. Now many kinds of devices use Bluetooth, including cell phones, stereos, health monitors, and safety trackers. Almost any wireless device you encounter might use Bluetooth technology. Bluetooth is named after Danish king Harald Bluetooth. The Bluetooth logo is a combination of the two Norse runes for Harald's Bluetooth initials. So examples of some Bluetooth devices. You've probably seen a few Bluetooth devices already, or may even own one and not realize it. In many parts of the world, the most well-known Bluetooth device are hands-free wireless headsets for mobile phones, allowing you to talk and make calls while your phone is still in your pocket. Many wireless speakers and car stereos use Bluetooth to play music from other devices like mobile phones and tablets. Remote controls for televisions and entertainment systems are replacing infrared sensors and wires with Bluetooth technology. Bluetooth might be integrated into almost any technology you can think of. Doctors can give you their patients' health monitoring devices that connect to their mobile phones and send real-time updates. Keyless entry systems and smart homes are usually made of several connected Bluetooth devices. Ranchers can track their livestock with Bluetooth ID tags. There's even a device for ships that tracks sailors and will automatically sound an alarm if anyone falls overboard. In addition to these uses, most computers, tablets, and smartphones can use Bluetooth to connect directly to each other. This allows them to transfer files, sync data, and stream media to each other, similar to direct connections over Wi-Fi or the Internet. So if we want to get technical, Bluetooth works similarly to Wi-Fi and cellular networking, but it's designed for different purposes. Even though Bluetooth can perform some of the same functions as Wi-Fi, it's optimized to perform simpler tasks at a shorter range. Usually Wi-Fi and cellular technology are used to make large networks or connect several devices to the Internet, while Bluetooth works on a smaller scale, like linking a headset to a mobile phone or speakers to a tablet. In this way, they are complementary rather than competing technologies. So how do you use Bluetooth? One of the advantages of Bluetooth is the ease of connecting devices. If you want to connect two devices like a tablet and a mobile phone, the process is fairly simple. Keep in mind, though, that Bluetooth menus on many devices will slightly be different. So first we need to identify if the devices have Bluetooth. So you're going to look for the logo printed on the device itself or in the control panel or settings page. If you're shopping for Bluetooth devices, the retail box should have the Bluetooth logo somewhere on it. Be sure Bluetooth is turned on. On most devices, you can turn on Bluetooth by going into your device settings. On iOS and Android devices, this is found in the Settings app. On desktop computers, there will be a control panel or a system preferences. If the device is a simple peripheral without any menus or screens like wireless headset, Bluetooth is likely always enabled. So if you look at the very first picture there, they've just gone in through their Settings app, and the second one listed is Bluetooth, and they've just slid to turn it on. So you're going to open the Bluetooth menu. For the iOS and Android, tap Bluetooth in the Settings app. A list of available Bluetooth devices will appear. Although it may take a few minutes to locate all nearby devices, select the other device you want to connect. If the device you are looking for isn't on this list, make sure to set to be visible to other Bluetooth devices until the connection is complete. So that middle picture there shows you the devices that are Bluetooth compatible. A lot of times you may need to turn the Bluetooth on the other device as well, so you would need to have both of the Bluetooths on to pair them up together. You may be prompted with a security message asking you to confirm or enter a passcode. This is a precaution to ensure someone else doesn't connect to your device without permission. So when you find the device that you're trying to pair to, you can ask it to pair. Usually the device that you're pairing it to will have a code to it in the book that came with it or something along those lines, so that way you're able to easily connect them. Many simpler devices like remote controls and headsets have a specific way to put them in pairing mode. If the device doesn't have a menu or other obvious ways to connect via Bluetooth, you're going to want to look at that owner's manual that came with that device. A lot of the information that you need to get connect Bluetooth-wise is going to be in there. So, I hope this gives you a little better understanding of what Bluetooth does, what it is, how you can use it, and hopefully you can find out whether or not your device is Bluetooth compatible or not. Really, Bluetooth is really fun and easy. You can take phone calls in your car with that hands-free. It makes your life hands-free. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough. Congratulations, you did it. You made it through another one of my stream classes. Without you, these classes could not happen. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen about smartphone mobile tips. Hopefully you got some good tips and they're going to help you get along on your smartphone a little better. Make sure to watch some more of my stream classes. You can get them from the website here, or if you're a subscriber to my channel, you can just push on them. Don't forget that one-on-one appointments are available for your technology needs, and they are free. So definitely give me a call to make an appointment today. Join the group on Facebook, Tech Talk Technology, to get some latest tips on other things that are technology related. Hey, and again, I couldn't have this class without you, so I want to thank you for taking the time to be a part of this stream class. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day. I want to thank the following websites for their pictures, information, narration, and their programs. Without them, we would not have been able to have this class today. Thank you very much.